Hello everybody, welcome back to burntchurch. So we started these ElectroCulture seed startings on the 31st of August. So I'm going to bring you along a few days here with me and we'll see what they have done. We'll see if the ElectroCulture has helped any in the seed starting. Now if you like these kind of videos, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the thumbs up and leave us a comment because we love to hear from you. If you've had any good results with ElectroCulture, please put it in the comments. We have a lot of people that read them, and you might encourage somebody else to give it a try. I'll put a link up here to the first video in this series of us actually starting the seeds if you want to go back and watch it. We're going to try to follow these along until they turn into a cabbage head and see if there's any difference in any of these different types of ElectroCulture. This is the 3rd of September. We started these on the 31st of August. Yesterday evening when I came out here and watered them, I didn't see any sprouts coming up on any of them. And I want you to look what we've got here this morning. Right here on the big coil, we've got sprouts coming up. Right here on the coil with the stick, we have a lot of sprouts coming up. And right there you can see the date, 8/31. Right here on just the regular coil, we have several coming up. And right here on the one without any coils, we have several of them coming up. So we looked at these yesterday, and that's the very first time that we've seen them sprouting any. So today is the 4th of September. It's just been one day since we looked at them before. So this is the one with just the regular ElectroCulture coil. All of the little sprouts looks pretty dark green and pretty healthy. This one is the one with the stick in it, with the coil wrapped around the stick. These look just about the same as these other ones. Look like they're just about the same height. I'll get them up there a little closer where y'all can see them. Now there are a few more in this one, but I didn't count the seeds. I just sprinkled a few seeds in each container. This one is the one with the big ElectroCulture coil. That's the heaviest wire that I had. You can see here, it looks just about like any of the other ones. So now for our control, the one without any ElectroCulture. You can see it looks basically the same as the ones with the ElectroCulture. These has been in the shop window. I had them sitting right over here in the window. Now I'm probably going to move them outside now. Not all at one time. I'm going to set them out for a few hours a day. And we're going to let them go a little longer like this. I think what we'll do is when we get ready to put these in the soil, that we will keep up with a couple out of each container. And these here, we will let them grow with this heavy ElectroCulture coil. And these we'll let them grow with this wooden stick coil. And these will just have the normal coil on them. And on our control, we'll let a few of them grow without any kind of ElectroCulture. And we'll see if there's any difference when they start growing, if there's any noticeable difference in any of the coils or the one without the coil. I think that's pretty fair. Now I know this is not scientific. This is just for fun, just to see if there is any difference in either one of these methods or if they help any at all. They may not help at all. We'll find out. If y'all watched any of my other videos, you know that some things in the garden that I had responded pretty good to the ElectroCulture. And I feel like it was the ElectroCulture that helped them. I had other plants right beside of them on each side, and the ones right by the coil to the north of the coil done better than the ones to the south and the ones further away from the coil. So it made a believer out of me that it does help some things. From my experience, I just have to try it to see which things it helps. Anybody really needs some soil samples, and we may do that next spring when we start growing. We'll sample our soil, and this electroculture may work better in some types of soil. So I just wanted to make a video here over the last couple of days and let y'all see how these have been reacting to the electroculture and the ones without the electroculture. Right now, it looks like it's just a stalemate. They're all about the same. They all have about the same color. They're all about the same height. Actually, this one might be a little taller than these. It's real close. They've been reaching for the sun over here in that window, and that's why I'm gonna move them outside so they won't be so long and spindly. They'll stop reaching for the sun. But now I can't move them all at one time. I'm afraid if I take them all out into the sun at once, that the sun will just destroy them. So I'm gonna put them out a few hours a day, and I think they'll do all right like that. So it's just a little quick video to keep y'all up to date on what's going on with our electroculture seed starting. So if you hadn't seen some of our other videos, I'll put some links to them up here that you can go check out, the ones that are growing close to the electroculture, and see what they look like. Our squash and cucumbers showed us the most. Now we've not dug our sweet potatoes yet. We've still got some electroculture going out here on our sweet potatoes. And y'all keep up with us. We'll dig them probably towards the end of this month. So come back and see us for that. We'll see if the electroculture made any more sweet potatoes under the ground. We really couldn't tell about the vines, although some of the vines looked like the bugs wasn't bothering them as bad with the electroculture. Now it could have just been an accident, but when we dig them, we should be able to tell then for sure, has the electroculture helped the sweet potatoes any. So y'all come back and see us. If you hadn't subscribed, take a second and click that subscribe button. We're just plain old country folks here, just trying to show you what we do. That's what our channel is basically based on. It's just country life. I carry you to the sawmill with us. I carry you on walks, gardening. I even bring a little bit of news. It's my opinion of the news, but that's what it is, news. And join us in the comments. We've got a lot of really intelligent people in the comments. Most anytime if there's a problem or a question, somebody here can answer. We're going to set these right here. This is on the east side of this planter box. And that way when the sun comes up, it'll stay on them for a few hours, and then that planter box should shade them. I've got the coils turned to the south on all the ones with the electroculture coil, because in the northern hemisphere, your coil is supposed to be on the south side of your plants. So that's the way we're going to do these, and we'll check back on them when we get ready to put them in the soil. So I was a little bit surprised about that. I kind of thought that the ones with the electroculture coils would sprout first, but it looks like they all sprouted about the same time. So we'll keep up with them. Y'all come back and see us. I thank you for watching. I pray God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one.